Sveiki, this is Video Mokykla channel and Learn Lithuanian with Texts. We take some short texts and we translate them and you get to learn some new words and vocabulary. This is a short little text by Juozas Erlickas, a Lithuanian writer. This is the 8th video in this series and the text is called Technologijos ir žmogus. Technologijos ir žmogus. Technology and the man. Literally, technologies and the man. At first I'll read this in Lithuanian. Technologijos ir žmogus. Kažkokie nervingi tipai vis rėkauja. Technologijos keičia žmones. Tai nebekur kitų technologijų. Gana. Į gerą žmogaus taigi nepakeisi. So let's translate shortly and then we look into the text in more detail. Technologies and the man. I'll translate it semi-literally, just almost literally, so that you understand it better. Some nervous fellows or guys are screaming over and over. Technologies are changing people. Then don't create those technologies. Enough. For the better, or into the good, the man, you will still not change. So, technologijos ir žmogus, technology and man. Kažkokie nervingi tipai, some nervous guys, vis rėkauja, over and over, scream. Technologijos keičia žmones, technologies are changing people. Tai nebekurkit, then don't create any more tų technologijų, those technologies. Gana, enough. Į gerą, into the better, for the better. Žmogaus taigi, the man still nepakeisi, you will not change. Now let's look into the words a little bit closely, a little bit more closely. So, technologijos ir žmogus, technologies and man. Now, a short note about pronunciation. We have to pronounce this sound, this lateral collocation, ts and h, with the sound h. So you do not. Well, it's like blowing your air from your throat. Technologijos ir žmogus. Technologijos ir žmogus. Technologijos ir žmogus. Technologijos ir žmogus. You have to blow your air. And for English native speakers, I know that it's hard. For speakers of Slavic languages, it's easy, but not for English speakers. So just try to pronounce it. You put you just breathe your air out through your throat. Technologijos ir žmogus. But let's go on further. Žmogus means a man or a human. But you know, a man, as a man is vyras. But as a human being, as a human is žmogus. Žmogus. So if you talk about the man, a man, in general, you say žmogus, a human. Kažkokie nervingi tipai, some nervous fellows or guys. Kažkoks means some. So nervingas means nervous. And tipas means a guy or a fellow. So some nervous guys, some nervous fellows, kažkokie nervingi tipai, these are plural, plural pronoun kažkoks, kažkokie, plural masculine. Nervingi, nervingas, singular, plural is nervingi tipai, guys, fellows. So some nervous fellows, over and over again. This is a particle meaning over and over. This, or continuously. Some nervous guys or fellows are continuously screaming. Vis rėkauja. Rėkti, rėkia, means to scream, but to be screaming continuously is rėkauti. Rėkauti, rėkauja, rėkavo. So rėkauja, they are screaming. So nervous fellows or guys are over and over again screaming or are continuously screaming. Technologijos keičia žmones. Technologijos, technologies, literally we have plural for technologies, technologijos, not the technology, but technologijos. if you said singular technologia, we would understand that you have a certain technology in mind. But technologijos, technology in general. Technologijos keičia žmones. They are changing people. Keičia, keisti, keičia, keitė, to change. So keičia, they change. You see, we have ch. We have a soft ch. Ch. Keičia, keičia. Because the I here plays the role of a softening sign. So the ending ia for verbs is e. Keičia, keičia, change. Žmonės, people, žmonės. So you see, there's one thing about the plural of žmogus. If you didn't know already, žmogus, a man or a human being, the plural of that is irregular. It's žmonės, žmonės. The root changes, so it's the only irregular plural. Žmonės, žmogus, žmonės. But since we have a verb, changes people. The noun belongs to the verb, so we have to use accusative. And the accusative for žmonės with e with a dot, we change žmonės to žmonės. Just e, žmonės. So technologijos keičia žmonės. This is plural accusative. Then the narrator of the text says, then don't create those technologies anymore. They then, it doesn't literally mean then, but in such contexts it means then. Then don't create those technologies. Nebekurkit. Kurti means to create. Kurti, kuria, kūrė. And this is an imperative. Let's take the shorter one. Kurkit. Kurkit means create. You create. I command you. You create. Kurkit. But this is a shortened imperative because kurkite is the full one. Kurkite. We say this command to many people. Kurkite. But since te mostly in verbs is shortened to t, so that's what happens in this text. Kurkit, create. This is an imperative. Remember that imperatives are formed with the letter k. Instead of the infinitive suffix t, we only add k, and then we add ending. So kurkit, create. So nekurkit, don't create. Nekurkit. And nebekurkit means don't create anymore. Be plays the role of no more or any more. So nebekurkit, don't create anymore, no more. Tų technologijų, those technologies. So you see that this is plural genitive. And why is this plural genitive? Because there is a negative verb. Remember that whenever we have a verb which uses accusative, for example, keičia žmonės, this is accusative. If we add ne and we turn this into a negative verb, we have to change accusative into genitive. So if we say create the technologies, kurkit tas technologijas, but since it's a negative verb, we have to say nebekurkit tų technologijų. We have to use genitive. And remember that plural genitives always end in u nosinė letters. Tų technologijų, tos technologijos, tų technologijų. Okay, now gana, enough. Į gerą, into, for the better, but in Lithuanian it's to the better. So you say to good. Gera, it is good. Gera, man gera, it's good for me. So į gerą, for the better, or literally to the good. This is a neuter adjective. It is good. So into good. The man, you still will not change. So let's look at the verb first. Nepakeisi, you will not change. Keisti, keičia, keitė means to change, and pakeisti, to change as a finished action. So nepakeisi, you will not change. This is a future tense. Nepakeisi. Nepakeisi. You're addressing one person in the future. Nepakeisi. You will not change. Nepakeisi, you will not change. But again, you see, we have a negative verb here. Nepakeisi žmogaus. Nepakeisi žmogaus. You see, žmogus changes to žmogaus. It's genitive because there is a negative verb. And the last word here is taigi or taigi. This means still. in this context. Taigi could also mean so, like in the beginning of the sentence, but in such context it means still. So, for the better, the man still you will not change. Į gerą žmogaus taigi nepakeisi. Į gerą žmogaus taigi nepakeisi. You will not change the man to the better, still. Taigi. So to finish it off, I'll just read this in Lithuanian one more time. Technologijos ir žmogus. Kažkokie nervingi tipai vis rėkauja. Technologijos keičia žmonės. Tai nebekur kitų technologijų. Gana. Į gerą žmogaus taigi nepakeisi. Thank you for listening. I want to remind you that you can get some ebooks and audiobooks. Links are in the description. There's a new ebook called Basic Lithuanian Phrases, with phrases good for tourists and language learners. You can just revise your basic Lithuanian phrases, 285 words and phrases with audio, each phrase repeated 3 times. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.